Baron Ashlokke of Lucaris sat enthroned within the ironclad shell of his knight desecrator, Bleak Threnody. He looked down upon his foes as they scurried through the mud before him and felt nothing but contempt. Ashlokke hadn't troubled himself to learn what name his enemies went by. They were loyalist worms. They were beneath him. That was all he needed to know. They skulked amidst the tangled pipes and processing shrines that filled Sombria's dark canyons, sending up a hail of last fire and explosives that splashed against Ashlokke's iron shield. Repugnant, Ashlokke growled. Neural jacks carried his thought impulses to Bleak Threnodi's actuator bundles, and the massive knight stomped forward. Silvery rain beat a tattoo against the war engine's hull, and every footfall sent gleaming water into the air beneath Bleak Threnodi's titanic weight. With a thought, the Baron triggered his knight's laser destructor. Lurid blasts tore through the soldiers before him, rupturing fuel pipes and sending blazing promethium jetting over those not caught by Ashlokke's salvo. Another stride, and proximity alerts chimed in the Baron's sensorium. A red rune flashed to his left. With a snarl, he brought his knight's talon gauntlets up and swatted at a mass of gantries and pipework jutting from the canyon wall. It tore away in a shower of sparks, taking screaming soldiers with it as it fell. The enemy had retreated into Sombria's industrial canyons after their failure to hold their vaunted bastion line. They had reasoned, perhaps, that the invading forces prized their world's infrastructure. By using that infrastructure as their last line of defense, they had hoped to force the Knights of Lucaris and their Black Legion allies to caution, and to restrict their forward momentum amidst the tight-packed canyons. Ashlokke supposed the Black Legionnaires and their mortal lackeys might care for such things. He had not deigned to ask. Instead, he had led his lancers into the canyons without pause, and they had smashed and trampled a path forward without heed to the destruction they wrought. A fresh storm of fire hammered Ashlokke's iron shield. Instinctively, he tilted the projectors to better soak up the incoming barrage. Several shots punched through, and he hissed at the haptic feedback as rents were blasted in his knight's carapets. Ashlokke flicked his eyes across his vid feeds and spotted knots of black-armored warriors dug in behind a pipeline. Some carried man-portable heavy weapons. They were already reloading to fire again. Iron hands, he grew. These were